Me and my brother almost died today, and it was actually not that scary, if I'm gonna be honest with you. But if I'm gonna be okay, I'm super duper fortunate of as to what happened. I'll give you guys some context. So, I went to this little town with my family today for Mother's Day, and I'm recording this on a Sunday. And this little town, there's a bunch of traffic, there's a ton of cars, and for some reason everybody goes fast as fuck here. The city's called Burnie, where I went, and I was with my family. We were walking and we were crossing the street, and there was this guy who, it was me and my brother and my family, like my parents and my sister were a bit more ahead. They were like probably 15 to 20 feet in front of us, and it was me and my brother, and we were, I think, okay, if I'm gonna be honest, it was our fault for not double checking the street. But the cross sign was on, I think it was on go, I can't remember. It happened so fast that we were walking, and then a fucking car just like, we basically almost got ran over. And it was fucking crazy. In the moment, honestly, for some reason I didn't get scared. I was like, oh, well, that was crazy. I almost died, but I guess it didn't really hit me in the moment. I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't get hit. I probably, for some reason in my ego, I was like, yeah, I would have eaten that shit. But now, if I look back at that, no, it was a fucking big ass truck. I think it was a Ford F-350. I would have gotten hit. I would have probably died, and it would have fucking sucked. I don't really feel like dying right now since I have a lot of cool things coming my way. And it would have been me and my brother, and I would have left my mother heartbroken, and it would have sucked. So I'm super duper fucking fortunate that I didn't. But I actually got a business lesson from this. And I mean, I don't really know if it makes sense, but for some reason in my mind, it kind of clicked that you always need, okay, well, I guess, first of all, you need to double check the fucking street. Like, that's like, I guess, that's basic rules. But you need to, like, really sometimes, I guess, double check and make sure that you're actually going to go through with the decision that you're going to make, especially if it's a big decision. Like for me, it was crossing the street, which I guess crossing the street is a pretty basic decision that a lot of people do. But for example, in business, if you're gonna sign a huge contract that there's millions and millions of dollars on the line, and there's a lot of stuff that could go into play, it's better to double think and to, I guess, double check it. I'm not saying overthink things, because overthinking can really fuck you in the ass, but just double check the street. Look both ways, see if you're gonna win and see if the other party's gonna win, and really just double check everything. And I don't really think I think obviously there is something called as overthinking, like I said previously, but there are some times where you can never be too sure. And I know it sucks, I hate to say that, that's exactly why risks exist, because there are times where you just need to take a risk. But I guess that's just the biggest lesson that I got from almost dying today. And the way that I would have died would have fucking sucked. Imagine this fucking bum ass Mexican gets ran over by a Ford F-350. That would have sucked ass. I would have hated that shit. And let's just say, me dying would have actually been a best case scenario. A worst case scenario would have been I get hit, I fucking get a brain aneurysm or something, like I basically get fucked up in the head, and I end up being a vegetable for the rest of my life. And I'm not able to work on my business, and I'm not able to execute. And unfortunately, that's the reality for a lot of people. So I got a bunch of learning lessons from today. You need to be grateful for everything that you have, and first of all, I'm lucky as fuck that the fucking car was able to swerve last second, and I kind of was able to brake. So that's like, I'm super thankful to God. And I guess more than anything, there's a bunch of learning lessons, like be thankful, double check before you actually make a decision. And I don't know as to why my mind decided to correlate me double checking the street to making a big business decision where there's a lot on the line. But yeah, I thank God. I genuinely think I am one of the luckiest humans alive today. I wouldn't say my flash that flashed before my eyes, like probably like a few hours after it happened. And like it kind of hit me. I was like, man, I really could have fucking I could have been dead today, and that would have been one hell of a Mother's Day gift. Fucking my mom's eldest son dying. Anyways, I think I probably shouldn't joke about that. It's pretty fucked up. But yeah, thankful, and double check the street before you cross anywhere, and make sure to be thankful for everything that happens to you, because dying is a pretty unfortunate thing, especially whenever you're young, ambitious, and whenever you want to achieve something. And that always breaks my heart whenever people who I know are going to be big achievers in life, and something ends up taking their lives, is one of the most heartbreaking things. But everything happens for a reason. Obviously, God didn't want to take me today, because if He would have wanted to take me today, I would have died. So yeah, thank God, and make sure to stay prayed up, like Mark Wahlberg says. Yeah, follow my main YouTube channel. The link is in the bio.